Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Jason of New 80's Revolution down here in the kitchen, just trying out a new angle. That's all. No big deal. We'll go back to regular in a next video or so. I don't know. Just trying out some new stuff. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. For the I think the analytics say 1.9% of the subscribers are females. So I'll assume that, some of those have children. Happy Mother's Day. Summer vacation, ladies and gentlemen. I won't do a whatever happened to summer vacation. There was a person who, when I did the whatever happened to commercials yesterday, somebody who'd been on the channel a while, left multiple comments in the past, kind of went off about why are we living in the past? And I'm like, have you seen the channel? We'll still do whatever happened to's, obviously, but I figured today wouldn't be a whatever happened to. It would just be a do you remember? Do you remember? And maybe we'll add that to the show lineup. Do you remember? Do you remember your summer vacation? We are approaching mid-May, obviously. My birthday in, what's today, the 14th? My birthday's in 12 days. But obviously May turns into June, and then June begins, for a kid, June is like the best month ever, except for December, because, summer vacation starts. Now, it's a little different in our house, and it's a little different as adults. Obviously, we don't have summer vacation as we once did, and my children are homeschooled. So, do they? Yes, they have something of summer vacation, but they barely have a regular school year anyway. So, their summer vacation will never quite be, what it was for kids today and for even us. I remember, summer began when we were kids, 4th grade, 5th grade. Summer began in like April, May. As soon as we turned the corner and we were just a few months away from summer, the feeling was already there in school. There was a little bit of a wind down. You could kind of tell that things were coming, and the snow was melting, and it was getting warmer, and spring was happening. And in our minds, we knew that summer was upon us. Summer was coming, even if it was a couple of months away. I'm sure I'm wrong about this, but I just remember elementary school. It felt like the last month or 2 weeks of elementary school was absolutely no work being done whatsoever. I remember a ton of movies being played. Herbie the Love Bug, Flubber, they would always play. I'm sure there was others. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They'd wheel the big TV in, and that's what we, I don't know. I know that that's not right. I know it's not true or correct, but that's what it felt like, that we would always, school would end in like May, and you would just watch movies. And then, I don't remember it being hot. I don't remember going to school hot because, I went to a Catholic school. We wore uniforms and we didn't wear shorts. So, you knew that it was getting warmer out when you switched from the long sleeve polo shirt to the short sleeve polo shirt. Now it's getting warmer. But I don't remember going to school when it was hot. So I don't know. I think that's just a memory lapse. But the anticipation, the excitement was there. If you were a family that went on vacation during the summer, you knew that was coming. I was not a summer vacation family. We didn't go anywhere for summer. We never took a vacation. But the anticipation was there amongst classmates, obviously, and plans were being made. And I just remember, some of the highlights of my summers. My grandparents had an in-ground pool, so that was always a place to be, and we would be there most days of the week. This was before I lived with them. We'd be there most days of the week, and she would make hot dogs and hamburgers, and of course her famous macaroni, tuna, and egg salad, mac salad, and baked beans, of course, and and Pepsi, and that would be like our summer, just awesomeness. Sunburns were a big part of my summer because either sunblock had not been invented yet, or my mother didn't know where to find it in the store, uh, because we didn't wear any. Um, and I'm today I'm sunburn phobic, so overly I overly sunblock my children. I hate sunburns. They're one of my like top three most hated things in the world. But we never thought about it as kids, and we would dive in the pool with zero sunblock, and we would absolutely be in there for hours, and we would absolutely be, pink when we got out, for sure. And I don't think we cared. In fact, I know we didn't care. So swimming was huge. Um, as I got a little bit older, basketball daily in the neighborhood, just daily basketball. Uh, you know, Kids would break for lunch, and then we would gather again and play. And it was basketball. And one year we had a baseball league that was like we had three teams of two, so we had six kids, and we just made up two on two versus two baseball. No running. There was no running. There was just like if you hit it past this point, it's a single, or if it gets past the outfielder, it's a single, double. If it goes over his head, it's a double. We had kind of a home run fence, so you would hit a home run. Just however we made up the rules, it worked, and it was the greatest baseball ever. Right? It just worked. There is an amusement park in town, not in town, but within like an hour of us, called Darien Lake. It's now a Six Flags. And, that was kind of like maybe an every other summer thing, maybe an every third summer. For some reason, we would go there. That was always fun. Sleepovers aplenty. Absolutely. I remember, sleeping over the childhood best friend's house, and they had a pool. They had an above ground pool. And, and I do this with my kids now. Like, the things that you think aren't that big of a deal now, uh, you know, for some reason they were a big deal back then. Like, we had swam during the day, and it was like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, and we wanted to swim again, but we had to like formulate this way of almost begging his parents to give us the okay. I think we were maybe 11. Give us the okay to go in the pool. And as I sit here now, I'm thinking, well, what's the big deal, right? But back then, or as kids, the parents are like, geez, come on, we just sat down to Wheel of Fortune, and really we got to watch you guys, and then you're going to be wet, and you're going to walk in. That's nobody wanted to. So we like came up with a song, or and we like got like a half hour permission to go in the pool again at like 7 o'clock at night, and that blew our minds that we were allowed to do that again. Oh man, what else of summer was just so good? I don't know. But now it's um yeah, I mean we have a pool. I mean my kids will swim, and I coach baseball, so Liam will play baseball from May to June. So we'll do that. Him and I'll probably catch a AAA baseball game. I don't know if the 7-year-old is ready yet or wants to. Um, And they'll, you know, they'll have their summers now will be a little bit lazier, I think, than mine, obviously. But there was a period of time when I would stay. I was probably 12 at the time, maybe 13. I would stay up really late and sleep really late. I remember the summer when I was 13 or so. I would stay up until, I mean, not, we're not talking like, you know, I would stay up till 1 a.m. But at the time, for a kid, that's like insanely late. I'd always had a TV in my room, so I was able to watch TV. So stay up till 1 a.m. and I would sleep until like 12:31. And I spent a little bit of a summer doing that as well. I remember one summer, summer of '92, the Olympics were on. And I, for some reason, had this super big crush on this gymnast named Shannon Miller. She was on the Olympic gymnastics team. And oh my goodness, you know, I was madly in love. And I wrote her a letter because you could write to the Olympians. And I gathered up 3 or 4 friends because I had to mail the letter, you know. And again, mailing a letter today, not that big a deal. But mailing a letter when you're, I don't know, 92, I was what? I don't know, 14? No, I don't know, whatever. Born in 76, you do the math. But for a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, whatever, it's a little difficult to mail a letter. So I had to write the letter. I had to somehow find an envelope, get the letter addressed, but now I need a stamp. So I gathered up 3 friends. They all supported my love of this gymnast, and we rode our bikes about 2.5 miles to a grocery store, and I figured out how to buy a stamp and mail the letter. That's a huge summer memory of my friends rallying around me and us riding our bikes to the store so that I could mail a letter to my gymnastics crush in 1992. Yes, of course. Beautiful times, guys, the summer of our childhoods. But they were simple. Mine was so simple. There was never anything spectacular. There was never a massive vacation to Disney. There was never, you know, the Grand Canyon. The you know, throw the kids in the family roadster and head to the Grand. There was never anything like that. It was just friends and sleepovers and swimming and staying up late. You know, sleeping in and not being in school. You know, it was a pretty great time. Your summertime memories as we approach June, as we approach summer vacation. Were you the vacation family? Were you campers? We were not campers either. We didn't camp. Were you the Disney people? You know, did you do that, or did you just sit home and play Nintendo for half the afternoon, which is a great summer as well? Leave your summertime memories below, and we'll keep it rolling with conversations of yesteryear. Do you remember your summer vacation of childhood? Good night now.